Hello, in today's video I'm going to discuss the most recent IELTS essay writing question which appeared on the 8th of February. Now for all of those who attempted the academic version of the IELTS in India on the 8th of February, this was the question. So let's see what the question is, and in this video I will also discuss how you can approach such a question. Okay, so I'm going to share the top tips that you need to keep in mind and how to approach this particular question. So let's get started. So the 8th of February was a very eventful day because a lot of students found this very exciting, the question, and not so challenging. Thanks to the wonderful sessions that we've provided our students, I hope the tips that we've shared really did help them. Now, so we thought, why not share these tips and these approaches to all of you out there who are planning on attempting the IELTS. So let's have a look at the question. As always, you know, in writing task 2, the essay writing, you have 40 minutes allocated in the 1 hour's writing time, and in a box you are always given the IELTS essay question. Below the box, the common instructions that you can see will always appear in the question paper. The first one is to give reasons for your answer. So one is you have to give reasons. 2 is include any relevant examples. So you also have to in your essay include relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Remember, it says from your own knowledge or experience, but that does not mean that you give any personal examples. So never give examples saying, for example, I have tried this, or my parents have done this, my sister did this last year. No, avoid any personal examples, but try and include examples from your own knowledge or experience, which means something that everyone can relate to. It could be a local example of the something that happened in the place that you live in. It could be a regional example, a national or an international level example. And you know that you have to write at least 250 words. Now this is important. You write anything less than 250, you will be penalized. So keep in mind that you always write somewhere between a 260 to 270 words. This I would say is an ideal length for your essay. Okay, let's zoom in onto the question alone and focus only on that. Okay, so the question is, everyday activities cause stress among people in this modern world. Why is this, and what are the solutions for this? So here is the first tip that I want to share with you. Always identify the main topic and the question type. So main topic are the sentences that are given to you. So make sure you read these sentences 2 to 3 times to understand in detail what that main topic is. And at the same time, also understand the type of question that follows the statement. For example, if you look at the question here, it says, everyday activities cause stress among people in this modern world. So the main topic is about the stress that people experience due to the everyday activities, and the time that is being discussed in this question is now, because it speaks about modern world. We're talking about the present day scenario. Now we have to also ensure we know the question type. Now this is an example of a 2-part question. Okay, as we can see, 2 questions given here. It doesn't come with just a single question like do you agree or disagree. No, instead it says why is this, which is the first question you need to answer, and there's a second question that follows the statement, which is what are the solutions for this. So this is the second part of the question, 2-part. First question, why is this? Second question, what are the solutions for this? So always identify the main topic given to you plus the question type. Tip number 2, plan on your ideas to be included. Now, making this plan is a crucial first step of your essay writing. Now, once you have a clear, concrete plan in place, it becomes so much easy for you to just write down your entire essay. So, roughly 5, okay, maximum 10 minutes, if not at least 5 minutes should be allocated for your planning. And what do you plan in your essay? When you plan, you always plan on the ideas that you should be including. So if it is a question that looks for your opinion, you decide on your opinion. In this case, an opinion is not really sought. They're just asking you for the reasons, why is it, and solutions, right? How can it be sorted? Whatever is happening, the stress here, okay, that people on a daily basis experience at present, how can that be reduced or controlled? That's the second part of the question. Okay, so we plan, we decide on the ideas, the points that we will include in the essay, and we also have an understanding of how many ideas should I be including it, you know, what point should come first, what should come second, and so on. So it's very, very important to plan your essay carefully, taking a good 5 to 10 minutes of your time. Tip number 3 is note down synonyms and phrases that will help you. Now, because we've identified the main topic here, which is stress that people experience, and it is because of their everyday activities. So routine activities that they do on a daily basis. It could be at work, it could be in their family, it could be social expectations. So whatever it is, the stress that is built in them, right? So what are the different ways to express these same ideas? Because we cannot keep repeating everyday activities, stress among people, modern world throughout our essay. So we need to think of alternative ways to express the same, like maybe heightened levels of stress, right? And routine activities instead of everyday activities. So think of the different synonyms and phrases relevant to the topic that you can include. Tip number 4, once your plan is in place, you will write based on your plan. Okay? Now, when you're planning your essay, you should also remember to make a note of the examples you will write, which means you have a full list of ideas that you've finalized on including in your essay, along with the examples to support those ideas. Now, once that's done and you've also noted down the synonyms and phrases that you need to include in your essay, we're good to go with the essay writing. So, based on the plan that we've already created, spending around 20 to 25 minutes, you can pen down a complete essay. Now, if your plan, your outline is strong, you have identified all the relevant ideas, and you're also clear about the words to use and the examples to include, you can easily finish it in 20 minutes. If not, a maximum of 25 minutes is more than enough to complete a full essay. And tip number 5, once you've written a full essay, what do? Well, this I would say is also an important step in your essay writing, and that is proofing your work. Proofing your work means reading your answer from top to bottom, carefully identifying any possible mistakes you've made, any spelling errors, grammatical inconsistencies, and as you proof and identify these mistakes, make all the necessary corrections. So, reading through your answers to ensure that you have included all the relevant points, the right spellings, the right grammatical structure, and to ensure that you have correctly responded to the question, utilize a minimum of 5 minutes to proof your writing and make the relevant corrections. So these are the top 5 tips that have helped our students get a good grade in their writing, and I hope if you try these, definitely it will help you as well. Now let's look at the question and do a quick discussion of what we can include in this. Now remember, you should be answering both the questions given, which is why is this, and the second one, what are the solutions for this. We can easily follow a 4-paragraph structure. Okay, this is the most accepted and easiest way to construct an essay. The 4 paragraphs, which are the first one, of course, is your introduction. So when you write your introduction, you will include your opinion if asked for, or a general answer to the task in your introduction itself. You're basically introducing to your essay. Okay, so the main topic of our question should be reworded in our introduction. The paragraph following the introduction will be your first body paragraph, and remember, your first body should always answer the first question. Do not change the order. Now the third paragraph will be your second body paragraph. So you have a body 2, and your second body paragraph will always answer the second question. Now you feel, okay, for instance, you feel that why is this the reason? You have quite a few reasons to include, which means in the first body alone, you might not be able to include all the points that you have in mind. So if needed, you can write a second body paragraph continuing the reasons, but that's optional, right? So a good body paragraph would be at least 2 relevant points, 2 relevant ideas with a good explanation of each. And the 4th paragraph of your essay should be the conclusion. Remember, never forget to conclude your essay. So your conclusion is a quick summary of your entire essay. So in short, it is a revised version of your introduction in a shorter form. Okay, so these are the 4 important paragraphs that will form your entire essay. So I hope you've got an understanding of how you can use your time effectively to construct a good essay and what is the overall structure that you should be following. Now for this essay question, I have a small sample to display to you. You can read through the sample. Now in this sample that I have included, I have made sure to include all the elements that we've just discussed. Like the introduction here is a clear rewording or paraphrasing of the question, and it also answers the 2 questions. Like you can see, it says, in today's fast-paced society, individuals experience heightened levels of stress due to increasing demands of everyday activities. So the same sentence in your own words. The second part of the introduction, after paraphrasing, I've also answered the 2 questions. The first was, why is it? So the answer to that, the pressures of work, social obligations, and digital connectivity contribute to this growing concern. So I have identified 3 main reasons. And the next half in the introduction answers the second question, which is the solutions to it. However, several measures can be taken to mitigate stress and promote a more balanced lifestyle. So it's paraphrasing plus a general answer to the question. Okay, and these are the same points that I will be exploring in the body paragraphs. Now if you can go through, the first body paragraph answers question 1 clearly. The second body paragraph answers the second question, followed by the conclusion. So this is a good sample to give you an idea of how you could have approached this particular question. Now, if you are interested to know how you plan on your essay, all you need to do is make a note of this question, write down your own sample of the answer and share your sample as comments below this video. And we'll try our best to get back to you and give you the comments that are needed. So I hope this video on the replicated question of February 8th, the essay writing of IELTS, was clear, and I hope you've also understood on how to approach an essay question. Thank you for watching the video.
Medcity International Academy. Trusted hands forever.